All right, so we are recording. So this is a Zoom that we are going to touch on the business opportunity, and then we are also going to touch on we're also going to touch on the $5,000 Emerald bonus. So guys, the people that we are doing this with right now, the leaders that are on to help answer questions and to explain things, like, we are an open book. So we want to be able to answer any question that you have. So please don't be afraid to ask questions in the chat, or, follow up with whoever invited you and ask those questions. So first, I'm just going to go ahead and give you a quick synopsis of me and who I am. My name is Danielle Janiszewski. I am from New York. I live in Arizona, and I've been in this business for 4.5 years. I went to school for 8 years to be a special ed and math teacher. I have 2 master's degrees. I have a lot of student debt. And that really was my passion. I never thought anything else was ever going to be me. And I got started in this business to help pay for our wedding. And I had all intentions of getting in, making a couple extra $100, because honestly, I was kind of intrigued with the products. And then I was going to be out. Like, I was very happy with, I'm being done after I make the extra a couple $100 for our wedding. And I ended up in 7 months matching my teacher salary. And I was like, what is going on? Like, how can this business in 7 months, can I match my teacher salary that I just went to school for 8 years for? So then my wheels started to turn a little bit, and I was like, hold up, I've got like almost $200,000 in debt. Maybe I can do a little bit more with this business. So I started to work a little bit more, and I started to see the vision a little bit more. And at that time, I ended up going diamond. I matched my teacher salary, and I got a, hang on, I want to make sure. Okay. And I ended up getting a $10,000 bonus at that time, right before our wedding, like the month before our wedding. So that was like huge for me. And then I got pregnant like the month after our wedding. And of course, like 8-9 months later, I went to conference, and I ended up promoting, I think I was like 7 or 8 months pregnant at the time. I promoted to double diamond, which is $6,000 a month for income. And then my husband's business to diamond, and we got a $50,000 bonus. And then almost a year later, yes. Okay, go watch your movie. This is Parker. He always likes to say hi when I'm on these things. He always has to make a presence. Okay, come say hi real quick. And then when I was pregnant for this one, hi. Okay, you got to go back. Go. I love you. Okay, I'll give you a sucker in a little bit. Okay, go. Come on, honey. I got to do this. Sherry, would you call him? Sorry. So anyways, I was 7 months pregnant for him, and I promoted, got the $50,000 bonus, and I was like, hold up. I'm going to go on maternity leave, and I'm never going to go back. And of course, that was a big discussion with my husband, and to see if this was something I really could do. So I've always had a teaching job and always ran a tutoring business, because teachers always need extra income. So I went on maternity leave, and then within the next year, I ended up promoting to triple diamond, which is $10,000 a month, and my husband's business to double diamond. And at that time, within the next couple of months, I ended up being completely debt-free, because I had been working really hard at clearing all my debt, whether it be credit card, whether it be my husband's student loans, whether it be my student loans. We were done. We were completely debt-free. And we ended up buying our dream house here like 7 months ago. And I just kept learning how to dream a little bit bigger. And that's what this business has really taught me to do. And now I'm on a mission. Of course, I'm like stay-at-home mom now with 2 kids. And it's taught me so much along the way. And now I'm on a mission to help my team reach their goals, whether it be bringing them home to be with their family, or whether it be to travel more, whether it be to buy, go to Disney with their family and not have to worry about that money, or whatever it may be. So that's a little bit about me, and I'll kind of pass the mic over to Heather or Tina, whichever one, you guys want to touch on next.
Okay, sure.
I'll go.
Okay, yeah, you go.
Okay, my name is Tina Flint. I'm a triple diamond. I live in Nebraska. I've been in the business for almost 3 years. I have been a registered nurse. I've been in the nursing industry for 20 years. And me and my husband are married. We have 5 kids. We're both college educated. So life was going really good for us. We didn't have a large amount of debt, but we definitely like budgeted and lived within our means. We didn't drive brand new cars or anything like that, but we got by. And in 2015, we ended up with about $25,000 worth of medical bills from a child's illness. And to pay those bills, it was $500 a month at the local children's hospital. And like nobody just has $500 a month to make a hospital payment. Like you just don't have that money. And so I was looking at getting a weekend nursing job and then paying all of that towards the I started thinking, okay, I work Monday through Friday. I already work like 50 to 60 hours. I'm a legal work comp nurse. And I'm thinking, okay, so if I go to work on the weekends, I'm never going to see my family. Like we have 5 kids. Like how is this going to work? I'm never going to see anybody. And you guys, literally, I saw this post one day on Facebook and it was join my team and get a $500 bonus. Like it was one of those like just pictures and that was it. And I literally messaged the girl. I had never tried a single product. I am that person that never even tried a product before I signed up. I messaged her and said, hey, can I have your website? I went in, signed up, and I bought the booster pack. There is an option where you can buy additional products when you first get started for a discounted rate. And that's what I did when I started because I thought I can make this and sell this stuff. So I checked my credit card and I figured out which credit card I could put it on. And I did it. And I went out in the living room and told my husband, and he's like, okay. And like, you know, that was the end of the conversation. So that first month I joined, I went Ruby my first month and I earned that $500 bonus. And I was kind of like Danielle. I just needed $500 a month to make a hospital payment. So like my first paycheck, I'm like, oh good, like I can chill now. Like I made that $500, $500. Like I don't have to work anymore. And then they came out with a $10,000 bonus if you went diamond in 3 months. And I thought, oh dang, could you imagine what I could do on those medical bills? Like literally a diamond is just 3 rubies and I just went ruby in 1 month. I can do this. So I pushed, and in 3 months I promoted to diamond and got that $10,000 bonus. And the day after I promoted to diamond, they come out with a thing that's a bonus. If you went double diamond, you could get, I can't remember how much, I think it was a $15,000 bonus. I can't remember, guys. And I thought, okay, like let's just do this more. So the next month I promoted to double diamond. That was my 4th month in the company. And at that point, you guys, I was making more as a double diamond with It Works than I was as a registered nurse with 20 years experience. Like, holler. And that was in June. And then there was a couple months later, I've never had a passport, like never left the country, like never been on a cruise ship. And there was an opportunity to win a free cruise. And I thought, I'm going to go on a cruise. So I worked my tushy off and I qualified for this free cruise. And it was 2 weeks before the cruise. I was supposed to go. And my employer said, I'm so sorry. We have to rescind your vacation. We don't have anybody to cover your files while you're gone. And after a discussion with my husband, we decided that it was at that point I was going to let go of my nursing position and do It Works full time. And so I went on the cruise, had a blast, and met tons of new family members, my It Works family. And 3 months after I got back from the cruise, I promoted to triple diamond. And so now triple diamond is 5 figures a month. And here I am. I did end up going back to work because they asked me if I'd come back and help grow in territory. So I did go back to work full time, but now it's not like going back to work, like, stressing over, it's just different now because it's a choice. Like I get to go to work every day. It's not, I have to go to work. It's not like, oh God, here I go. It's like, I get to go to work. It's exciting. And I love my job now because the financial pressure of having to go to work isn't there. So yeah, that's my story.
All right. Thanks, Tina. All right, Heather, are you ready to share your story? And Heather's going to wrap for us. And then we are going to touch base. Then we're going to go right into the specifics on this Emerald bonus of $5,000.
Yes. Hey, guys. Okay. So I've been in the business 4 years now. Okay. And when I started this, I was a teacher. And it's actually, which is funny, as long as we've been friends, Danielle, I'm not sure I knew that you were a teacher. But I was a teacher, and once I got pregnant with my daughter, I knew that I didn't want to go back to work. Now, something that's a little bit different for me is that I've always had an entrepreneur spirit. I was always coming up with these business ideas that I was going to do. I started different things. Like I would always do like something on the side. Like I started a swim lesson business. I taught swim lessons for years and years and years. And that was just like a side business for me. When I was teaching, I was like, looking back on it, I learned that what I was craving was just freedom. I didn't want a boss. I didn't realize that at the time. I just was thinking like, oh, like I'm just, it just would come to me and I'd be like, oh yeah, let me do that. But really now that I've matured and grown, I've realized that what I was looking for all along was freedom. I wanted that freedom to truly own my time and not have a boss to answer to, not have, even though like the hours and the benefits, that's all great for teaching, but it just wasn't enough for me because I was still having to answer to somebody else and I was still on somebody else's time clock and I wanted to make that choice. So I started this business when my daughter was born. I knew I wanted to be home. Financially, we could not afford for me to be home, so I started looking for work from home jobs. I knew nothing about network marketing, and it's hard to find a legit work from home business that you don't have to pour tons of money into to get started. And so I never was on Facebook. Literally like once every 6 months I would get on Facebook. And because I was now home for, like that first month, I was on Facebook maybe once a week. And I happened to see this post of these before and afters, like every time that I would get on. And finally I was like, what is that wrap thing? Like I could use that. And so I messaged her about it and she told me, and this was a good friend that I knew through my husband. And she said that she was actually not going back to work and was going to stay home and do this instead. And I said, okay, well, we need to talk because I'm looking for a way to work from home. And so I was already into health and wellness and natural medicine. So it was really important to me that I could stand behind the product. So I made sure of that before jumping in. And I was super, super impressed with the product. So I said, yeah, let's do this. Jumped right in, had no idea what I was getting into, just that I could work from home and I believed in the products just because I could tell, I knew what to look for to tell that they were like quality premium products. So I jumped in and started working from home. And about, I want to say it was 18 months is how long it was when I went diamond and earned the $10,000 bonus. And I can go on and I can tell you all the stories of all the money that I made and all of this, because I mean, I made a lot of bonuses. My husband even earned some bonuses. Like all of that was great. But what I want you to know is that I was at a place of struggling with who I was as a mom now. I was at a place of loneliness. I was at a place of I was content with being a mom. I loved motherhood, but I also was just getting lost in this whole, I'm a mom now, like I'm home all day, like I just clean my house and take care of this kid all day long. And I just felt like it just wasn't enough for me. Now I know that's enough for some people, but that just wasn't enough for me. I wanted to be contributing some way. I wanted to have something that was, mine, that I was doing. And sure, I could have got a hobby, but I just would rather my hobby make me money. And so, so I jumped into this, and really what I want to express to you is what changed over the 4 years. So me joining this business just for an extra $500, like, I mean, yes, I needed to work from home, but I needed to work from home so that we could have enough money to pay for groceries. I needed to work from home because I needed that money so that I didn't have to save up just to get $100 to go to the consignment store to buy my kid clothes. I needed that $500 so that I could get gas in my car and be able to go and, see my family and stuff. because at that time we lived about an hour and a half away. And like, that's what I needed that money for. And that's still to this day what that money covers. And as your paycheck grows, then of course you get to add on things to that. But it allowed me to break out of that loneliness and start making friends. Even when I didn't even, you don't think like, oh man, I really need a bunch of friends. Like, there's a lot of times in our life when we just feel like we're full, like our friends capacity is maxed out and we don't need anybody else. And I found, I just think it's so beautiful how the Lord puts that in our path to say like, yes, you really did need some friends, and look at what I've given you. And I really believe that that's what he's done with this business is, he's really given me some awesome women to make a difference in my life, and in turn help me make a difference in their life. And so this really began to turn into a passion. And so I just want you to know, like, if you're thinking about doing this business and you're like, well, I'm just not there. Like, I don't know if I'm passionate about this. I don't know if I like helping people. I don't know if I like, that's not something that you start this business knowing right away. It's something that has developed over time. And I just think it's really cool how God has used this business to lead me to my passion and to discover, my potential, and to discover things that I would never, ever have learned or been able to do just simply had I not joined this business. So yes, I started with just wanting that $500 just so that I could stay home, just so I could, be home with my babies. But just God has such a bigger plan. We think so small. I was thinking so small. And so I've learned over these 4 years that so much more happens, and my life is so much better when I'm thinking big, when I'm not putting limitations on my life. And that's what I was doing. I was boxing myself in because of my small thinking. So when I began to tear those walls down and allowing myself to dream and think bigger than I thought was possible, that's when God began to move in my life. And that's when God brought this business into my life. And that's when, and so slowly you get bigger and you're bigger. And like, God just, just allowing God to just move. And so it's been an incredible experience that I'm so, so, so thankful for. And I just, like, it literally makes me want to tear up when I think back to just how small-minded and like simple I was when I was like, I just want to work from home. I just want like $500 to be able to go shopping or get my hair done. And God, and just what God has used it, and all the lives that he's allowed me to bless because of that. So I just want to encourage you, like, your reason for being on this, like, I don't believe it was an accident. And I also don't believe that this is just, maybe just a little side gig for you. I really believe that this is something that God has laid on your heart, and he will take and turn into something so much bigger than you can even recognize right now. So yeah, so that's that. So now I want to jump into, one thing that I really, really loved and still love about this business is that it does not take thousands and thousands of dollars to start. You become your own business owner. You start your entrepreneurial journey, which don't be scared of that. That's an amazing thing, okay? And, you get to do all of that for just $100. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's it. Just $100. You get to start your own business. And you get to help people and experience everything that I just said. And what we are super excited about is you get with your startup kit, I believe it is $353 worth of free product. Okay, and so you're going to get our top sellers, but what's awesome about this is that they're not just our top sellers, but when used together, they give incredible results. And so I did it, and 3 days later, like, feel free to message me for my results or whatever, but 3 days later, I had incredible results just from doing these products for 3 days. So, so you're going to get a free cleanse, the full box, okay? It's a 2-day gentle cleanse. You're going to get that to jumpstart your results, because the thing with this business is the more you fall in love with the products and share you using them, the more people are going to want what you have. They're going to want to know what you're doing. So you're going to get a week's worth of the keto coffee, all right, which is a fat burning coffee. You're going to get a week of our berry greens, which is going to detox, alkalize, and balance your body, plus give you like all your veggies for the day. You're going to get defining gel, which I don't have down here. And you're going to get our famous wraps, or one of our famous wraps, okay? Which I'm going, since it's our flagship product, I'm going to show you how it works. And what's so cool about this is that nobody else in the world has it. Like, nobody in the world has it. And so when you join this business, you are joining a business that has something that nobody else has, which really sets you apart. So if you're looking into different companies, like there's a lot of great companies out there, but you want to make sure that there's a product that nobody else has. So let me show you how it works, okay? Because most people will think they know how it works or whatever, and then they're pleasantly surprised when they find out they were wrong. So it's this cloth. It's a woven cloth. It's infused with a botanical cream that works to tighten, tone, and firm your skin in just 45 minutes. And it's like super sticky. The cream is already on the wrap, okay? And I just want to share this with you guys so that when you start your business, you don't have to wait to use the products. You can start talking about this right away because you've seen firsthand how it works. If I can get it open. Okay, so you want to make sure that you open it all the way, okay? And then you're literally just going to place it on your skin. Okay, so I'm actually just going to stand right here. And, oh, it's really cold. Okay, so you see I'm just putting it on my skin. It's so cold. Sorry, got too many clothes on. Okay, and you just smooth it out, and I'm going to tuck it down in my pants over here where you guys can't see me. And then that's it. I'm just going to leave it there for a minimum of 45 minutes, okay? You can move it around, and you can actually do this anywhere from the neck down, okay? You see, it's going to wrap around, and you can cut it in half and do like your love handles. You can do your back. You can do your butt. I've got great results from my butt before this kid. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my saran wrap, and I'm literally just going to wrap it around just to hold it in place, okay? The saran wrap does not do anything. It literally just holds it in place.
And I'm going to share real quick. This is also something we have. It's called Fab Wrap, okay? It's super stretchy and breathable, and I'm obsessed with this. So I actually wear my wrap to bed most of the time because there's so much formula. I want it to be all absorbed. So I actually wear this to bed, and it's super breathable too. So yeah, just wanted to kind of share that too. Okay, I'll let you kind of finish what you're saying, Heather.
Okay, so now I'm all wrapped up, okay? So what I do is I wrap it around, and then I put it in here, and then I cut it, and then I close it. So that's how I do it. Super easy. And now I'm just going to wear it. And honestly, you guys, like, I've gone places with a wrap on. Nobody knows you're wrapping. Like, you will be able to smell that menthol type smell, but nobody else is going to know that you have it on. And I'm actually breastfeeding, so I have no problems breastfeeding with this while wrapping. You know, that's really, I guess, just a personal preference, but I did it with both of my kids. I'm doing it now, so both my kids. But what was I gonna say?
Well, I just want to touch on real quick. Basically, guys, when you get these products in your kit, like, put them to use and make sure that you take really good before and after pictures. And when I say really good, I mean your lighting. Because you know what? People are going to be like, oh, did you use the wrap? And you're going to be like, yeah, I did, but I didn't take pictures. Or yeah, I did. You've got to take pictures. And even when people say, like, I didn't see results with those, I have them send their pictures to me so I can put them in a collage so they're side by side. And you want to make sure that you are kind of showing people that. So, all right. So I'm going to touch on the Emerald.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. We have an amazing app too that's going to help you do that. And like she said, using these products, you're getting these 5 products in your kit for a reason. And it's because when they are used all together, you will get results. So just start right away. Use them all. don't be scared about sharing your results. When you're talking to a potential, be excited and just say, oh my gosh, let me show you my results. And I promise you, you're going to get those customers.
So moving on to the Emerald bonus. Okay. So Heather talked about, you're going to get the Fit 5. You're going to get all that product for free. Okay. So for the Emerald bonus, I'm not going to like overcomplicate it. So what I want to let you know is that if you get started right now, you have 2 full calendar months. So you have the rest of this month. This month is your bonus month. And then you have all of March and all of April to work towards going Emerald. What is Emerald? That's your number one question. Emerald is you're building 2 rubies. What is a ruby? Remember how Tina was talking about how she went ruby in 1 month? Ruby is helping 5 people join your team, and then they all have about their 4 first customers. Now, whenever a new distributor gets 4 customers within their first 30 days, they get a $100 shopping spree. So everyone's going to be working towards those first 4 customers. So you really want to focus on helping those people. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can find that many people. You don't have to do it by yourself. So your first goal is to get those 4 customers. Your second goal, I'm telling everybody that's joining my team right now, write down 10 to 20 people that you are super, super close with, that you are so like, you want to run in this business with them. And you are like, I want you on my team. Like, we're gonna have so much fun together. Like, you have that drive that like, I'm excited and I want you on my team. You're going to message those people. And guess what? From 10 to 20 people, however long your list is, you need 2 of them to sign up. Okay. You get those 2 people, and guess what? You're going to help them and you're going to work with them to help them go Ruby. So you're not going to find 5 people for your sister's team. You and your sister are working together now to find 5 people for her team that now are wanting to go after that Emerald bonus. So, and then say your best friend joins you. Okay, well now your sister, your best friend, and you are now all working together to find. Okay, so you're working together. So don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed. Talk to your sponsor, talk to whoever, the team that you're on, and talk about your goals. Like, talk about what you're working towards. Your first goal is 4 customers. Okay, a lot of people are like, well, how am I going to get 4 customers? Heather just touched on, you're getting all this free product. Put them to work. And I'm telling you right now, share your adventure. And when I say share your adventure, I don't mean just share what you think about the cleanse. Take a picture of the cleanse, post it on Facebook that morning, say you're starting it. Take a boomerang video of that night right before you drink it, before dinner, and let people know that you just finished your first day of the cleanse. Share your adventure of these products on social media. I have built my business 95% to get to triple diamond on social media by sharing my adventure. So remember, people are friends with you on Facebook because they are friends with you. They watch commercials all day long on TV. They don't want to see commercials from you. They're friends with you because they want to see you and your family and your life. Make sure you don't stop doing that. So you get to decide how to work this business. You get to work at social media, or you can go out and do parties, or you can go do events, or you can hand out your coupon. There's so many different ways to work this business. You've just got to figure out which way that is for you. Which way do you want to run with that? And I'm going to tell you, when I first got started, I lived in a new town and I had no idea what I was even doing. So I turned to social media because everything else scared me. And social media started working for me. So I ran with it. And then after maybe 3 months, I was like, okay, I need to step out of my comfort zone a little bit. And I started getting out there and I started having parties and I started handing my card out to people. So just want to touch on that real quick. Now, let me answer the couple questions that were in the chat. Number 1, are you too young? As long as you are 18 years old, you are absolutely totally fine to get started. And I'm telling you right now, if I had an 18 or 19-year-old that I was talking to, I would say, hi, you know how to use social media. Like, that's your thing now. Like, I feel like I'm old. Like, somebody told me the other day, Facebook's like old. I'm like, well, that works for me. Like, I'm not the best at Instagram. Instagram is like the new thing. So take advantage of that. Like, you guys know how to use social media at that age and run with it. You can run a business on social media. And once you get started, if you're 18, 19, whatever, in college, find people that are successful, presidentials, ambassadors. that started when they were in college, because they're going to be posting on social media and you're going to relate with them. So ask your upline, ask your sponsor, whoever, who are those people? Who are those people that started in college that are, you know, super successful that I can follow and be inspired by?
I wanted to touch on that too.
Yep.
You know, if I could have started when I was that age, I would have loved to. And honestly, I think you have a big advantage, because everyone your age they're trying to figure out who they are. They're trying to figure out what that next phase of their life is. And there's a lot of people that would love to be their own boss. And so you can get them at that prime time, just like you, and show them like, hey, look, even if you don't, you can do this full time, or you can do a little side hustle, help pay off your tuition loans, or maybe they didn't go to college, help you like just do this until you figure out like the direction for your life. And who knows, like this may be your direction for your life. But I mean, honestly, like I really feel like you've got a really great advantage being fresh into the career world and age and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for sharing that.
Oh, wait a minute. That does not mean if you are not rocking almost 40 that you cannot rock this business. Don't let that age thing fool you.
True story.
I'm going to add in, my mother-in-law is on this call right now. And guys, she came to conference to babysit Parker for me. And she was like looking around. She was like, what? Older people can do this business? Guys, she signed up within the month and she is now almost double diamond. So age is just a number. It doesn't matter. So, okay, real quick with the time to put into this business, the amount of hours. Somebody asked that. When I first started, guys, I was putting in a couple hours a week. I didn't know what I was doing. And then I saw the potential for more money to be made. So I started working the business more, and I started to realize that I was having fun with it. So I started to put in those hours of, whatever it may be, and just tried to make those sacrifices. I did little things here and there, like, worked on my lunch break or worked on, stuff like that. So it is all up to you how much time you want to put into this business. It all depends on what your goals are. If you're looking for a couple extra $100 a month, you're not going to work as many hours as somebody that is really running after this $5,000 bonus and wants it more than anything. Okay. So that's something that you really have to figure out on your own. But something that I can truly stand by is make a 6 list. Make a list of 6 income producing activities that you're going to complete every single day. So right now, if you just got started as a new distributor, you're going to want to do the training. You're going to want to message some people about becoming your customer. Okay. Those are some tasks that you want to do right at the beginning. And then, hey, you reach those 4 customers, you got your $100 shopping spree. We're going to shift it over and you're going to start working on potential distributors. How do you do that? Talk to your sponsor, talk to your upline. Watch some videos. I've got YouTube videos that I share with my team to say, hey, this is how I answer some of those questions from potential distributors. So it really is all what works for you, and you learn as you go type of thing. So,
sorry, I want to say
no, go ahead.
When people come to me with that, because I know a lot of times we're just really scared that we're not going to have the time to do it. And like Danielle said, and just piggybacking off of that, it really is about what you want and how fast you want it. But I don't want you to think, and I don't want it to seem like we're being elusive at all. So I want to be 100% upfront with you. And you can literally work this business in 1 hour a day, or you can work this business in 4 hours a day. I mean, if you're like Superwoman, you could do 8 hours a day, But what I really focus on with my team is time management, and that's really what it boils down to. Is you can get twice as much done in an hour if you learn to manage your time versus taking 5 hours to do it. So I really think that that's kind of what it boils down to. So if you hear or see things and whatever they're saying to you makes it seem like you can't do this, put the time in to be successful, don't go by that, because it's truly just about learning how to properly set goals and how to properly manage your time effectively. which we will teach you.
Can I just hop in and interrupt real quick? I won't take a lot of time, but I just want to, like, I joined this business for $500, and I honestly, truly, 100% say that I stay in the business because of the family and the friends that I've gained. You know, Heather had said, like, it's grown her as a mom, and you make these friends. You guys are going to make the most amazing friends in this business. Heather, Danielle, me, Amanda, Megan. Are we? No, I don't think so. But we've just met in a leadership group, and we became friends, and we talk and we do things to help each other. And that's what this business is about. No one's going to sign you up, put you in a little canoe and ship you out to sea and say, figure it out on your own. That's not how we work. Don't ever compare us to another MLM, because we're nothing. There's never a company like it works. So you are going to gain not only that, you're going to have teamwork, you're going to have friendship, you're going to have family, you're going to have people. Like, I say this 100%, you will never have friends like you have in this business. I have met the most lifelong friends that don't even live anywhere near. So I just wanted to pop that in about friendships.
Well, thanks for sharing that, because I do think it's so important for people to see that it is not like other companies out there. You know, we met in a leadership group, and we've all come together and we build our businesses together. And I absolutely love that. So thankful for you guys. Does anybody have any last question before we wrap this up? Now, if you guys have questions after this, or if someone's watching the recording and you're like, oh, I really wish they would have touched on this, guys, don't be afraid to shoot us a message. Don't be afraid to hit up your sponsor. And you know what? If the person that invited you to this doesn't have the answer, well, they're on our team, and we do have the answer. So they can come to us, and we're going to help them. And that's what this is all about, is helping each other. And, you know, we're all reaching our goals together. It's about hanging out with like-minded people. And that's what I absolutely love about this. So unless anybody has any other questions, we will go ahead and wrap this up. And then I've got it recorded, so I will go ahead and, well, I'm going